Okay, let's see if this works. Audio levels look good. I'm live, supposedly. Chat has popped out. Okay, I think everything is working. Awesome. So, yeah, this week. This week was a bit of a thing. Or, well, I guess last week. No, it's Sunday night. I still haven't done my sprint planning or anything. Oops. And, yeah, well, we didn't actually finish the sprint. Where's my scroll bar? It's like way down here. Oh. I can like barely see that. Let me adjust the window size here a bit. There we go, that's a bit better. And, yeah, mostly been kind of busy this past week. Real life stuff to deal with. And before we move on to sprint planning, I want to do like a very short retro. I'm not going to write it down or anything. I'm not going to do the talking heads or whatever. There's so many different ways to do sprint retros. But I'm going to just try and keep them kind of informal for now, just because I'm the only one on the project. So, yeah, and I don't really want to sweat over the details too much right now. So, last week we didn't finish all of our tasks at a sprint. That's not really great, of course, but that's the way it is. That's how things go sometimes. And as we can talk about what happened. So I only stream like 3 times a week typically, like Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, and then usually I take kind of Friday and Saturday off, or I use Saturday as like a sort of catch-up day. But I didn't actually do any work on this project on Saturday. I was working on something else. But yeah, I think where things kind of went south with the last sprint, I guess, is I spent a lot of time just answering a question that I got from a previous stream, and I also spent a lot of time talking about like this PureScript extension because, you know, I'm not trying to like cast blame on other people for this, because I was answering questions for other people, but yeah, I only streamed for like 1 hour, and that's all that I have scheduled in. So since I spent so much time talking about those things, I didn't actually get around to working on the project, and so by the time I actually started, you know, laying out the groundwork for the business logic and everything, and creating the front end in PureScript, I didn't have enough time to do the Rust portion. So this is not done yet, and I don't think it's a ton of effort to get there. Like, I don't believe that there's much more work left to do for this task, but yeah, we certainly didn't finish it. So yeah, that's 3 story points. What was the other task? Was it, how many story points was this? This one was 3. Okay, so I estimated that as 3. So far we've done, over the last 3 sprints, we've done 3 plus, how many is this? 2. So that was 5. I think this one was 6. That's 3, yeah. And this one was also 3. Yep. So it's 5 1 week, 6 the next week, and we got 3 done last week. So I'm terrible at math. So that's like 11 plus 3 is 14. 14 divided by 3 is like, we're averaging 4.666 repeating story points a week so far. I mean, I don't know how accurate of a measure of our velocity, or like our average velocity, that is, but over the course of 3 weeks, that's where we are. I figured I might as well calculate that right now, just because I can, and you know, it's not that It might not be a good measure right now until we have like a larger trend, but you know, I think it's good to start tracking this stuff early and not try and put it off until it's like way too late. So yeah, it kind of feels to me like maybe I should have taken a smaller task instead. Although this one I feel is kind of important. It's kind of big, kind of a blocking issue for a lot of these other ones too. But yeah, I'm kind of wondering like if there was a better way I could have done things here. Maybe if I don't spend so much time talking about other stuff on stream, it would have been okay. But like I don't know. I think that if I don't do that, then it kind of defeats the purpose of the streams too, and that if I'm not going to interact with the people who are interested in any of this stuff at all, then there's no real point in broadcasting it either. But yeah, I mean I don't know. Could have been a better sprint, but I was kind of just basing it off of how the last couple of weeks went, where I did like 5 story points and then I did 6. So I figured, if I can do 6 last week, I could probably do another 6 this week. Doesn't seem like that's particularly realistic. I think more realistically, my velocity is probably around like 5 to like 5.5 story points, somewhere around there. Because I think we were very close with this. So maybe I will try not to go above 5 story points for a single sprint. And maybe that'll allow me to be a little bit more predictable. Because like, even if I go with 5 right now, that's already over the average velocity right now. Although, granted, it's a very very tiny sample size, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. So, yeah, we're gonna keep this in progress for this sprint, and that's 3 story points. So I want to take on something that's maybe like 2 story points ideally. See how that goes. We'll try and stick to 5 story points. I think that's a little bit more realistic. This one is 5 story points. We could do that one. I kind of like that task. This one's 5. That's big. That belongs in its own sprint for sure. This is 3. Might be a little bit too big. This one's 2. We could do this one. This one's also kind of interesting, I think. It's that one's actually definitely easier, so kind of tempted to do that. This one I think is how many? 2. This is also 2. Yeah. This is for like writing documentation. That one's not as high priority right now, I would say. I doubt anyone is going to contribute to this right now. Here's more documentation stuff. I don't know if I showed off these tasks last time, but I did add a whole bunch of tasks here about documentation. This one's 3 story points, right? This is like more for when we're done. Or not when we're done, but once we have the basic I guess the app is basically working. An MVP, yeah, there we go, that's what I'm looking for. Design the UX layout, I don't know. Yeah, I put this as 5 story points because I seriously don't know much about like designing a UI. But laying out the HTML and all that stuff and deciding what to do for the CSS is probably going to be a pain in the butt. Yeah, making sure there's a good UX, trying to be accommodating of accessibility. That's not going to be super easy, I think. This is 1 story point, right? Just adding a license. I actually forgot about that. I should do that at some point. We could definitely take that on if I wanted to. I think I'm gonna go with the ROM writer for now, though. I kind of like this one. This is a cool little task. This is still 3 story points, so together this is 5 story points. And if we finish these 2 tasks early, then we can pull in something else, maybe like this and this, I imagine. And GitHub Actions. This one shouldn't be too bad either, actually. I've done I've set this up before, but yeah, I've put this at 3 story points because there's a bit of work to that one, I think. And ideally, we do that when we actually have some tests to run. So, yeah, I think that's good for now. Yeah, maybe last sprint I overcommitted just a little bit too much, so we'll try and reduce to 5 story points. See how that goes. This is 5 in total for now, although I've already taken a chunk out of this task. So realistically, we'll probably finish both of these before end of sprint, but that's fine. That's perfectly fine. If we get extra stuff done, then we can tack that onto this current sprint, and then we'll have a lot more points for this sprint in particular. But that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That just that kind of counterbalances the lower the lower story point sprint we had last week, and hopefully it'll kind of rebalance out and average out at around like 5 to 6 story points, right? Like that's kind of generally what we're going for here. So yeah, let's get going here. Right. So I actually ported my my browser extension to PureScript at some point. That's because the JavaScript version was having some pretty serious issues I didn't know how to debug. But yeah, that's kind of not really relevant to what we're doing today. I want to avoid getting too distracted by that, because I think that's part of the reason why I didn't get as much done last week. Speaking of PureScript stuff, I think we got like the basic UI going for the randomizer, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we did. We got that going. So yeah, we can browse, we can submit. That's really cool. And now we can start working on the Rust part. So let's check the buffers. We can go to buffer 1. So we're reloading in, yeah, static files from the front end. Okay, that makes sense. I want to do something like what the multi-part form example shows us on their GitHub for Rocket, I believe. Yeah, we took a look at this stuff. This was fine. Now we need to look at the actual source. Now, we've done this before in the past. It's just I had to delete the old, or I didn't have to delete it, but well, I corrupted that user, the other user, because Windows and spaces and names and tools not liking that. Ugh. Just no. What a mess. What did we do last time exactly? We had to do this. Yeah, this was important. I remember that much. And I also remember that I think I returned... I think I just returned the file, right? Yeah, I just returned the file, and like a named file, and that's just kind of what got downloaded after doing this this post. I think that's totally okay. We can do this. We'll have to add submit as a route. We're gonna have to change the internals of this quite a bit. I keep going to the wrong thing there. Right, it's P. P is how you paste. I always forget that my clipboard actually works properly. Like, it's properly tied to the paste buffer in Vim. Because it isn't always like that. But in this particular case, on this account with this particular setup, yeah, it does work properly. It does work the way I want it to. So that's cool. I wanted to add submit as a route. And well, we don't have any configuration options yet. That's something we're going to have to add eventually. But I think we can just do something like this, like from form do that stuff. We want the ROM, right? I think I call it ROM file. How do they name their stuff? I have no idea. They don't use multiple words. Ah, I see. It's a very sneaky way to avoid this problem. I'm using camel case here because that matches the name attribute, which is camel cased. I don't know if that's a good idea, but I don't know, we'll try this for now. Maybe I shouldn't camel case this. Maybe I should actually revert my my convention and make the HTML attribute actually use snake case. Kind of tempted to do that, honestly. You know what? We'll do that. Now, account is not what I want because I don't have an account type. I would rather get a file. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work. Temp file, here it is. We want a temp file. Oops, that's not right. It's not right at all. I remember this now. We get a temp file, and then we kind of write it to the file system, and then we don't have a temp file anymore. We have an actual permanent file, which we can open and modify as usual. That works pretty well. I think that's all I want. I really don't think I need anything else. Temp file we get from RocketFS. We'll just go ahead and get that out of the way. Yeah. Temp file. There we go. Not usually a fan of importing functions like this because then you don't get the name spacing, and so you don't. It's kind of hard to tell if that function is defined within this module itself or if it's coming from somewhere else. So maybe I'll change that at some point. Although it is just a macro, actually. Maybe not. I mean, it's... I don't think I'm going to get that confused. Because that's just kind of part of the base rocket framework stuff. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a problem. This looks fine to me. I think what I want to do is I want to rename... was it index.html? No. Wait, we're doing everything in PureScript, right? So, this should be under main.pers, I think. Main. Yeah, here, I called it ROM file, but it really should be ROM underscore file if I want to make this thing actually work. Yeah. Yeah. And I do have my build script here, that's good. So that will build both the Rust and the PureScript stuff. We'll go back to buffer 1. From form. Do we need to import from form? I think we might. From form comes from rocket form. Okay. Just do something like this. Use rocket. Okay, so here's how you actually. Oh dear. I think I'm getting myself confused. Right, form, and there's fs. It's kind of weird how they do two imports, two different use lines for RocketFS. That's weird. That's definitely not necessary. So if you want to organize your stuff really nicely, you can do it like this. And now we have a line for form. Now we have a line for fs. That's good. That's what we want. And yeah, I mean, I think if I use rust-fumped, it'll probably just automatically format it and give me what I'm looking for anyway. What should I do? I want from form. There's a whole bunch of stuff there that I might potentially need to import, but I'm not sure. This was a... I think this was like a result too, if I remember correctly. Because I wasn't using this like form contextual submit thing. Yeah, I need to read more about that. I don't actually know what that does exactly. I know there's this note here, but... Yeah, to re-render forms and submitted values on error. Like... I don't really know if that's what I want to do, or if I care about that. Because I'm already using, not React, I'm using Halogen. Like, they're rendering templates and stuff. I don't know if I want to do that necessarily. Yeah, that's a tough call. Like, we could do validation on the front end and on the back end, right? In case, you know, someone tries to bypass the front end and send garbage values to the server, or... Yeah. I don't know, I guess for now I'll just... I guess I'll just leave it. Or I'll... No, I mean, I'll make it a result. Probably. Really not sure. Because I don't care about templates at all. As far as I know. At least I don't think I do. Let me see. How do they deliver files again? I think it was here. Index.html. Okay. Option named file. Named file comes from RocketFS, of course. Why wouldn't it? So we need to also get named file. Here. I think this is going to have the same lifetime. Actually, no, it doesn't have a lifetime. I'm mistaken. It's not supposed to have a lifetime. Okay, so this is going to return a named file, potentially. Or an error. No, I think it was returning a result named file. Yeah, I actually think that's actually what this is supposed to return. It's supposed to be like an IO error named file. Or it could be an anyhow error, or result. I wonder if that would work. Yeah, not sure. Not sure at all. Yeah, I remember fiddling with this a bit. Named file, open, path.await.ok. Yeah, this returns a result. I guess for now we could just return an option. If we know what we're doing. We know what we're looking for. Just trying to figure out what should go here specifically. Because I don't know if I need that contextual at all. I can look up form in the documentation. That's probably a good idea. Let's do that. It's been a bit. Data user input. Okay. So I can probably just do this, considering, yeah, submit has that lifetime. Wait, what did I get rid of? Oh, I'm not paying attention. I need to get rid of this, not just the lifetime there. Yeah, that makes more sense. So now we have the form. That'll be of this type. Okay. So we won't be calling .value because that's not what we have. We have .rom file. That's gonna be saved, I think, because that's gonna be a temp file. I want to actually save that somewhere. This is kind of the hazard of juggling multiple projects at the same time, is that you kind of sometimes forget details or you mix them up with other projects and you're just like, I don't remember what I'm doing exactly. It's not like it's entirely clear to me anymore. File.persist to. Okay, that's what we want. That's the stuff. Should this be an async fun? I think it might need to be. This might actually need to be asynchronous. I'm gonna do that. Because yeah, I kinda want a question mark. I think that'd be fine. Is that mutable? Do I need to make it mutable? Might. I am not sure. I guess it doesn't hurt. It probably doesn't hurt to do that. I mean, it's just a mutable binding anyway. It's not a big deal. Persist to. At some point, when I figure out how to download cargo dependencies through Nix and stuff, I will switch over to Nix, and then I'll have my home manager set up with the Rust plugin and everything. Like, it'll be nice. It'll be very nice, but we're not there yet. Ugh. I've been actually thinking about getting like an actual machine that has NixOS installed on it, because I have tried it on like virtual box already, but there are some things that don't work from a VM, especially if you're like playing with like graphics and audio and stuff. It's just not that easy to mess with. Oh, right, I need to get the relative path, I think. Relative static. Why is there a super? Why does this use super? I guess because it's important, right? Because this is important in this. Okay, I get it. We don't need to do that, so I'm just gonna call it right here. And most likely we're gonna have to do a format string anyway. Relative static path. Although, what does persist to take? It takes a string. Yeah, we don't have to do that join thing. Let me think about this. It wasn't called static, it's called front end. That's... okay. Is there a better way to do this? Probably. But this is the way I know how to append strings. So that's what we're doing. Do I want to build? I could cargo build. Just to try and see if there's anything wrong with this. I can already see one issue. I'm returning a named file instead of a result, so that's not going to work. I'm kind of surprised that that's hanging. It's really weird. Okay, it's not hanging, it's just slow. What a surprise. Oh, they create a path so they can open a named file at that path. Oh, huh. Yeah, that might be something I should do. Maybe. Oh, I'm in insert mode. Of course I can't control W. Submit. What's my name? Exist. Oh. I think this needs to be a string. I think that needs to be a string. Wait, no, isn't it a function? I'm pretty sure it has to be a function, doesn't it? That's weird. Yeah, no, it's a function. That's what we pass. That's what they pass in here. Maybe it's because it's async. Do you think that would be why? I don't know why that would be. Maybe it's because of another... Oh, cannot find attribute post in scope. That would be a problem. That would probably be why that's not working. I'm just trying to view this thing. Maybe I can't do that for an async fun. But I thought I did this before. I really thought I'd done this before. No, this is async. That one seems fine. I think it might be the result, honestly. The fact that I'm not returning the IO result. Let's try and fix that. That might be the reason why this is not working. I think they're using standard, right? Like, yeah, standard IO result. Although, no, IO result... Yeah, that only takes one type argument. No, that's fine, that's fine. I have one. It's named file. I think that should be okay. I don't think that's the error type. I think that's... Yeah, that's the success type. I don't know what I'm thinking. I wanna clippy it. We're gonna clippy. Still not working, huh? What? That's weird. Use pet graph. Wait. Oh, that's in graph.rs. That's different. Similarly named struct submit defined here. Form not found. Oh, maybe that's why this is not working. I mean, I don't expect this. Oh, maybe I do. Do I expect it to work? No, not really. Yeah, found unit. That makes sense. I got mismatch type. Remove these generics. Oh wait, named file doesn't have a generic type argument. That's right. I actually forgot to remove that, even after I pointed that out. Yeah, let me do this again. 3 errors. Okay, we're whittling them down. I know why that one's happening, so we don't need to worry about that one. This is weird. This is definitely weird. Cannot find attribute post in this scope. That one's a weird one. I don't know why that's happening. Especially because this seems to be just fine. It might be because of the other compilation errors. So maybe if I solve the rest of them, it'll be okay. But yeah, I don't know. So we're gonna persist it to... Oh. Well, I don't want to persist it to that. That would be kind of silly. How's that? I think that's fine. We'll persist it to there. For now. I should specify the file type, I think. I actually forgot about that. Yeah, I need to validate the content type as, I think, binary? I'm pretty sure these are just binary files, so... Jump to the beginning. Well, actually, I didn't need to jump to the beginning. I can just double greater than. PDF, let's go with binary. I think that makes sense. Looks good to me. You can derive debug, that's fine. Nothing wrong with deriving debug. Alright, so now hopefully this will give us what we want. KatAM ROM.gba will be saved to front end, I think. Actually, do we want to save it there? I kind of doubt it. Not now that I think about it. No, not really. No. Is there a way to get like the current path with the relative macro? I don't know how that macro works. I'm gonna look at that. I started streaming at around 10:20, so I'm gonna end in like another 17 minutes or something like that. So, oh man, there's a lot of stuff here, and none of it looks like what I'm looking for. Or is it this? Can I browse macros somehow? Okay, let's go back to the top level here. I'm pretty sure relative is somewhere in this list. I did generate these docs. Oh, that's weird. Which, it's constant rocket FS, right? Rocket FS relative. So if I go into the FS module, I should be able to actually find this. Let's wait, what's Figment? I'm in Figment? I don't want to be in Figment. What? How do I go back? Rocket prototype Figment. Yeah, I didn't want to be here. I want to be in the rocket documentation. Yeah, bring me back here. Take me to the rocket documentation. There we go. Now I should be able to find relative. Not here. Okay. Good to know. I think we do need to look into modules. Alright, here is where relative should be defined. Oh, wow. Yeah, look at that. They could use some more documentation on how the relative macro works, I think. Maybe I can look it up, though. That brings me back to that Figment stuff. That's how I ended up there. If I put an exclamation mark on this... Oh, this is just a method, though. How do I find the macro definition? I guess I could look at the source, but... Use server relative. Okay, so there's a submodule server, huh? Okay. That's not here. Yeah, I want this. How do I get this? Because they define a module server. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know. There's gotta be a better way. There has to be a better way. Here we go. Relative paths. Okay, you know what? I have a better idea. Instead of trying to hack around this in a weird way, why don't we just make a folder for the ROM? I think that makes sense. Let's make a new folder. Edit. How do you make a folder again? Oh no, I had to... Uh-oh. D, capital D is delete. Okay, so it's lowercase d. Lowercase d. Right here is fine. We'll call it ROM. There we go. So it should go in the ROM folder. And then from there we can open it and manipulate it there and blah blah blah. I think that's good. We'll go back to main. Alright. Now we can do the usual where we open the file using Rust. open this. I think we went with options, actually. Oh no. This is a nightly... What? Really? Oh, I see. File with options. It's a new new API, but this already exists. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, I'm pretty sure I've opened files with like write permissions before, and that wasn't a nightly thing. So yeah, this makes sense. I do want open options. I want to be able to open the ROM file in write mode, because I don't need to keep the vanilla ROM around. That's really not necessary. We'll write to it, and then yeah, we'll give that back for the user to download, and that should work. That should just do it. And then from there, we can actually start doing some more interesting things. So yeah, this is gonna take a little bit longer than I had originally anticipated. I think this was probably not 3 story points. Maybe this was actually 5. Maybe this was actually a bit more effort than I had anticipated. So I might have underestimated that task a bit. Because I thought I'd be done by now, but obviously I'm not. So, yeah. We'll just do this. We're going to need a lot more stuff from standard FS, so let's not jump the gun quite yet. Because we're going to have to open this file. So we're also going to need standard FS file. That's fine. So if I go back to this, dot write true is what I want. True dot open. Use foo.txt, but we don't want that. We want this. I'm gonna actually I'm going to make that. Yeah, we're gonna do this. There we go. I think that's better. Now we can just use that everywhere we want to. From path. Oops. That does take ownership. I just realized. And also we don't need to own that string. We can borrow it. So that actually should be fine. Also, this also borrows. Right? Yeah, this also borrows. What am I doing? That's fine. I can reuse this. This is fallible, most certainly. Wait, really? Hold up. This open doesn't return a result? You sure about that? That should return a result, right? Or does it panic? No, it does. Yeah, it does. Okay. It just isn't clear from the examples that this is... Yeah. This is one of these. One of these. Right, this one is an await. Does it say sync? I kind of like that Rust gives you the option to do like this dot await and also question mark in like the same context without having to use like monad transformers. Like that's kind of nice, right? Like, that's kind of cool. I don't know, just a thought that I had. Like versus pure script where you have to use like a monad transformer and then you have to like lift certain things and I don't know. Like you can only use like one of the well, you can use both if you lift, but like, you know, for your do notation, but I'm not making any sense, am I? Other people out there who don't write Haskell and pure script or whatever probably are just confused. Don't mind me, I'm crazy. So these are the open options. So we need to bind that. Call this ROM file. Okay, very good. So now we're gonna want to give this file to the ROM writer or whatever. But in this case in particular, what I want to do is I want to just return it. So we're gonna say insert logic here. Nope, we don't want this. And I'm just gonna, I don't know. I'm gonna do the thing that the example does, where they do that await. I don't remember where it was though. I think it was in temp file, right? Temp file. Okay, not here. I have to go. Ah, I'm looking the wrong documentation. No, not there. Temp file. Bring me back. Okay. Persist. No, it wasn't this. Was it named file, maybe? Maybe it was named file. I hit caps lock, because I suck. Here it is. Yeah, named file, open, path, .await, .ok. Yeah, we're gonna write this file, and then we're going to... We're gonna... yeah, we're gonna do this. Named file, open path, ROM path. Await, .ok? No, not .ok. We don't want to .ok that. We might have to convert this this error to the correct result type, but that's fine. Named file is something I have imported. That shouldn't be a problem. Open options I have, file I have. Yeah, I think we're good. I'm gonna do a cargo clippy. It's not gonna compile. Mismatched close delimiter. Oh. Do I really? Yes, I do. Okay. Yeah, that's, probably forgot about that. It's looking alright. 3 errors. Why 3? No, why is it complaining about that still? Undeclared content type. I probably need the content types. Content type. I think this. Yeah. Rocket HTTP content type. Let's do that. Content type. We'll add the comma anyway, just because it's usually convenient. Just for convenience. 2 errors. So now it just boils down to this and this. Why is it still not able to find those? I want to check something. No, that is on... Okay. Yeah. Why does it not like this? Why does it not like this? It's right here. I have it defined. Hello? I'm really confused. Especially because their example actually does that too. Right? They have submit. This is called submit. Post. Index submit. Yeah. Oh, they use slash static. Interesting. Maybe I should put a slash before ROM then, because I just realized, yeah, was not paying attention to that. That makes sense, I guess. Sure. But that doesn't solve my problem of this thing. Oh, we'll rename this to something else. We'll call it foo. We'll call it foo. We'll name this foo and see if that helps it with disambiguation. I mean, there's gotta be an error for this, right? Like, expected struct variant or union type. Found function foo. What? Cannot find attribute post in this scope. Wait, what am I missing? Do I not have the macro use? I don't have the macro use. I should have had that. Okay. That makes more sense. Yes, there we go. That solves all my problems. Got it. So make sure you actually import your macros before you actually start trying to use them. Alright, I'm going to show you a magic trick. Cargo format. Edit. Bam. Everything auto-formatted. Everything's beautiful now. I don't know if it changed at all. Oh no, they reordered this. Yeah, the relative is now first. So yeah, I did try and like sort stuff. So there you go. That's the power of Rust Fumped. It's amazing. Just go cargo format, reload your file. Everything's all nice and pretty. That's some awesome stuff. This is working. Yeah, this compiled, I think, because Clippy said it was okay. Well, it didn't say it was okay. It gave me 17 warnings. Needless lifetimes. Explicit lifetimes given in parameters when they can be elided. Oh, whatever, fine. I know that can be elided. I don't know. Is this like idiomatic now? Because I guess it has to be because Clippy's complaining about it, right? Typing that's never used. That's fine. Any other like Clippy specific warnings, or are the rest of these just like my warnings? Oh, here's one. Private and public on by default. Ooh, what's this? Private type in public interface. Which one is that? Oh, wait, I need to B to switch buffers. I don't have a buffer open for that? Okay, fine. No, not a problem. You know? That's not a problem. Okay, this needs to be public. Fine. That makes sense. Why did I cargo fump? I didn't need to. Whatever. Clippy. Alright. Probably gonna be ending stream in a sec, but I wanna actually try running this. Yeah, ROM files unused for now, that's fine. That's good. That's what we want. That's what we expect, I mean. No other Clippy related warnings as far as I can. So, no, here's one. Single component path imports. Remove it entirely. This import is redundant. Is it? Or is it just unused? I think it's just unused. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just unused. I'll just ignore it. They're already getting a regular warning about that. This import is redundant. Remove it entirely. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Don't worry. We'll be cleaning up these errors as we go along, but for now, I think we want to do a build.sh. And luckily, unlike the Firefox extension that I wrote, I don't have to like kill the extension currently running in the browser before I build. So that's nice. And I think once this finishes running, hopefully it will. Hopefully it'll work. And yeah, I just want to test and make sure this actually gives me the file that I upload. I want to upload a file and I want to get it back. Do I actually have any files I can supply it with? I don't know. Come to think of it. What's this doing here? Yeah, close those, they're in the way. I mean, I have these files, I guess. Let's make a small file. Small. Oh, foo.txt. I'll just add some stupid text in it. Blah, blah, blah. Something like that. Ah, yes. Building Rust projects. Of course. Of course this is going to be slow. That's the Rust experience, unfortunately. Alright, but Rocket has launched. That's good. Speaking... Oh, actually, hang on. Before I just kind of move along here, I want to check and make sure that the types... Or not TypeScript, wow. The PureScript build... Okay, that was fine. That was good. Cool. Very nice, very nice. I guess this is more than just a build. It's a build and it also runs. I shouldn't, maybe I shouldn't have named it build.sh. It's more like a build and run. I could have like a build script and then have like a build and run script. I think that would make more sense. You know? It was here. I'll refresh. Alright, looks the same as it always has, but we're gonna actually do stuff now, and hopefully it'll work. It's just Discord. Alright, foo.txt. We're gonna try and submit this. Unprocessable entity. It was well formed, but I was unable to be followed due to semantic errors. Ew. Is it because the type of the file was wrong? Maybe that's why. Because maybe it's looking specifically for like a plain text file. Let me save this as like an any. All files. Get rid of the .txt extension. Actually, I want to go with .gba extension because that's what we'll be using. Hopefully, that will be okay. But yeah, not good, not good. Did the server die though? It shouldn't have died. No, it's still fine. But I want to try this instead. Okay. So not what I was expecting. It did not download the file. Instead it just returns this. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's not what I expected. How do I download this then? Huh? I mean, I can always like redirect to. I don't know. Do I have to like send a GET request for that? Specifically? That might be the case. Post request, download file. Yeah, that we sent us a response. Is there a way I can rig that to work? Response. You know what? I thought I had something that worked before. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end stream. I'm going to go look at my old stream that I did. Because I'm pretty sure that I had something that worked already. And I don't want to fiddle with this anymore. I'll look at what I did on stream last time and then I'll fix this, so. Yep, that's it. So, yeah, if you watch the stream all the way till the end, well, the VOD, I guess, because I don't think there's anyone around right now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this one concurrent viewer thing means. I'm pretty sure that the one concurrent viewer is probably just me. But yeah, if you're watching the VOD and you decide to stick around, then yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and that's it. Take care. Bye.